York, it's now perfectly fine to collect DNA and put it in a database if someone is convicted of even a very small misdemeanor. And the Supreme Court in the United States also recently upheld that even people who are just arrested can have their DNA collected and stored in this database. So why does this matter? Databases aren't neutral. They represent certain portions of the population. In the United States, the population represented in the database are the people who are incarcerated the most. So this is a database that's skewed to represent more of the African American population. And these are the people who are called upon when there's a cold case, right? When you go looking for your next suspect. So they're not racially neutral. And a lot of times people ask me, well, is this still science fiction? I mean, how much is this technology actually being used today? So in the past year, a kit called H-Iris-Plex has been released, which allows police to tell from evidence left at a crime scene what someone's hair and eye color is. Additionally, a company called Sorensen Forensics will take a forensic sample and do an ancestry test on it. So these are, a handful of characteristics that are starting to come together to feed into a police sketch, similar to the kinds of things that I'm looking at. So it's happening today, and it's only going to be happening more in the future. And the thing is that this phenotyping practice is not like DNA fingerprinting. It's a lot more probabilistic. There's a chance of a certain strength. I can tell something about what you look like from your DNA, but it's never going to be a certainty. This is my global similarity chart from 23andMe. That's the personal genotyping service I told you about. And so you can see here that there's a lot of different actual populations that are represented in my DNA as probabilities. And so I can look all kinds of different ways from this, right? So each of these traits that I look at, that the police look at, represents a probability, a statistical certainty. We need to make sure we keep that in mind as we move ahead with these technologies.